Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to be talking about loneliness, in particular loneliness in new motherhood. So what happens that basically you're totally not prepared for is you go through the whole 9 months of pregnancy, you finally manage to get your baby out into this world, however you manage to do it, and you know, you're totally in this like, oh, I've got a new baby, it's amazing, before any of that sleep deprivation kicks in. You've got all your friends and your family coming to visit you, everyone wants to see the baby at least once, and then what happens? Deathly silence. Suddenly, you've gone from having all these people around to just you, stuck indoors on a in a sort of like never-ending cycle of feeding, nappy changes, naps, and basically just total sleep deprivation. And all of that just makes you feel like, well, you just don't want to go outside. You don't want to go and do anything. And before you know it, you've kind of like lost your confidence because you've lost yourself. And you know what? You're feeling kind of lonely. And quite frankly, it sucks. And you know, it's so hard because I've seen that, like having been through that now, you know, my daughter's like 3 years old now. And like I've been there, been through that horrible loneliness where you're just like, oh my God, I'm just, you know, sort of in this like new life as a mum. And I just feel all alone. And quite honestly, it can be really debilitating, and it's kind of like a bit of a never-ending cycle. So then you're like, okay, I feel really lonely, I have to do something about this. So you think, all right then, all right, I'll probably go to some baby groups, hang out in the park maybe. But then, you know, you go to the baby groups and everyone's got their cliques and you're just like, oh, this is kind of making me feel a bit shit, basically. And so then you go home and you feel more lonely, and then you head out to the park and you try and, you know, talk to some people, but they're kind of a bit like, whoa there, I don't know you, what are you talking to me for? It's kind of a bit weird. And then the loneliness just kind of like grows, and that kind of is really hard, because you know what they say, that saying that, you know, it takes a village to raise a child. But actually in this country, in the Western world as well, you know, that whole thing of like being a new mum can feel incredibly isolating and lonely, and you basically like go through that. Some people are really lucky not to have that. I kind of really did struggle with it. In fact, we had our daughter overseas for the first year, which meant that the lonely sort of stakes were really high even when we came back, and things didn't settle down. I would say, you know, that lonely thing continued until she basically started nursery school, when I really felt like we, you know, kind of like had a bit of a kind of set community around that. So the sort of loneliness struggle with mums is like so real. And you know, like new mums, like I just kind of like want to like plead with you. I know it's really hard, but come on, let's be there for each other. If we see a lonely mum at the park, talk to her. Like, what have you got to lose? Like, you're going to feel embarrassed? Like, so what? There's no sense of shame of, you know, just striking up a conversation with a new mum who's probably in the same boat as you. Let us be open. Let us, you know, basically be there for each other, rather than, you know, putting on masks and hiding behind our mask every day. You know, because mamas, we got this. We can do this. So, you know, let's try and just like be mindful of that. Let's know that like all us mums, all of us feel that loneliness, and it doesn't have to be that way. So just wanted to share a bit on, you know, my experience of loneliness, and would love to hear, you know, what do you guys think about loneliness as a new mum? Did you experience it? Like when did it kind of alleviate itself? Do leave a comment and you know, let me know. And if you enjoyed this vlog, give it a thumbs up and hit subscribe. All right, thanks guys, bye.